Major St. Clair is running up his engines, checking his flight controls, making sure that all systems are go for his takeoff. Major St. Clair will initiate his takeoff roll at exactly the right moment to be able to join up with Major Hager as they come down show center just about midfield. The A-10 aircraft has a maximum gross weight of over 50,000 pounds. Its two TF-34 General Electric engines produce close to 10,000 pounds of thrust each engine. The airplane has a wingspan of over 50 feet and is approximately 50 feet long. Our top speed, about 450 miles an hour, and our ordnance capability, about 12,000 pounds of a variety of weapons from bombs to television-guided missiles. High and low speed pass. One airplane configured for landing with gear down, flaps down, speed brakes open.
Major Jim Lawrence with the 104th Tech Fighter Group, 131st Tech Fighter Squadron here at Barnes Municipal Airport. The aircraft that we're currently flying now is the A-10 Thunderbolt Warthog that you see behind me here. It's an aircraft that we will be flying up until next year when we begin to transition into the F-16. The A-10 overall, just looking at the overall airplane, you can tell that, you know, one of its traits is it's not real streamlined. It has a kind of a cult following within the Air Force, especially now after Desert Storm. I mean, now we're getting invited to all the parties and everybody wants to see the Warthog. Before, we used to have to take it on cross countries and we'd put a big tarpaulin over it because it was so ugly the frogs would come out and try and make baby frogs at night with it. But the aircraft itself is designed for tremendous survivability in case of a battle damage. The aircraft has the capability of one of our engines being knocked off, I mean physically being knocked off, say from a heat-seeking missile, and the tail being knocked off, and the aircraft will bring you home. You want to get a picture?
Yeah.
Hop right in. I want to see you hold the stick. And with your other hand, I want you to give me a thumbs up and the biggest grin you got. Two big grins now. Good. Before I take the picture, I'm going to show you a couple of things.
All right.
That's the control stick. And that red button right here is how we drop the bombs. You press that, the bombs come off the airplane. The other buttons on the control stick at the front, you can't very well see it. There's a trigger. That's how you fire the gun. The buttons on the side are controlling air refueling. And down here, it controls your nose wheel steering. You engage it after you land.
Looking good.
This is my altimeter. It tells me how high I am. Over there is my airspeed indicator. It's at hundreds of miles an hour. And that barber pole is at 450 miles an hour, and that's my never to exceed speed. Below that is my weapons control panel. You select the weapons that you want to deliver off the aircraft. Right here is a compass rose that tells you what direction you're going to go. This is the attitude indicator. If you're in instrument conditions, you can tell whether you're right side up or upside down. These are my engine instruments. There's two of each because I've got two engines. Fuel indicator, right now it's got 3,500 pounds of gas in it, which is basically just about out of gas. Normally carries about 10,000 pounds of fuel. These are your ejection handles. If something were to seriously go wrong in the aircraft and you wanted to eject, you'd pull on that with about 40 pounds of pressure. A rocket motor under your butt would ignite, and the whole chair that you're sitting in would blast out of the airplane. And up here we have your heads-up display. It's laser-generated imagery that you can look right through it, and it tells you your airspeed and your bombing solution. And so you're looking outside the aircraft, and it gives you navigation information.
14.
Frame. Pull up! Pull up! Pull up!
Okay, approaching, ladies and gentlemen, from the left, in fingertip formation, barely 3 feet separating the wingtips of these 30,000-pound airplanes as they come by at high speed.